Hello, kids. Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the week ahead cards for the week of July 30th. I'm outside with fancy microphones and fancy tripods. However, there is a lot of wind right now. The tripod could be moving slightly, and there could be a tiny bit of wind in the microphone. I want to thank you for joining me here as we check in with these interesting energies for this week. We have a super full moon in Aquarius tomorrow on Tuesday. It's also Lunasa, the first harvest. If you follow any nature-based spirituality, you should be starting to see the fruits of your labor come in now for all the hard work you've done this year since you planted those seeds of manifestation. However, I do have some warnings for the week ahead that have come up that the guides just want everybody to be aware of. I see 111 on the timer. We are in the middle of the opening of the Lionsgate portal. So before I pull out any cards, I want to see how the cards kind of corroborate this and how any of this, I know what's come up in the energy story already. The energy story is only on the podcast. We read from my upcoming channeled book, in this case, the Sea, I don't know which one it is. I always get it wrong. Sea Mist or Sea Foam In, Bringers of the Light. We tease out all the metaphors for the week ahead, and we had a very interesting story. A little bit of spookiness coming up. So I wanted, and there was a warning given by the guides to kind of just watch yourself, especially those of you that work with dark forces. All of my whistleblowers, all of my bringers of the light that work down in the trenches, in the subterranean worlds, and dream time and astral travel. Just to pay attention, big chills on that again. Just pay attention to that came up yesterday, to what's going on this week. And the reason is, so I always want to know the reason why. If Spirit says a warning or whatever, I'm like, okay, you need to tell me why. I need to understand so I can be able to articulate that to people, because I just don't give out like random warnings without being able to back that up with some sort of justification. That's just not how we roll here at TLC for the Soul. Anyway, so what's happening? Because we like to teach you how to work with the energy world too, so you're not befuddled and bewildered, which came up in the energy story yesterday. The veil is almost non-existent right now between our world and the other worlds. And that is why I think so many chills. That is why I have been mentioning for the past 3 or 4 days in the skies, I've been seeing a huge angelic presence. Every time I look up, I see angel wings. I see very large angels in the sky through the cloud formations. I saw a ginormous eagle, which is part of our freedom codes. So there is a lot of support and protection while think of it like, a starship who has like shields, shields up against any attack. Well, right now we're bringing down a lot of galactic energy through the Lionsgate portal, through the Sirius star, through the pyramids of Giza, through and into the grids, because we're channeling in new, fresh light that has not been able to reach the planet thus far, because the veils have always been so thick, and so the negative vibes of the planet have not allowed for these energies to come in. And this Lionsgate is really special because there is enough of a high vibration of Gaia to allow new, higher vibrational light codes to come in to support her ascension, which in turn supports your ascension. But in order to bring those light codes in, the veils, the shields have to come down, so to speak. So there's a lot of support in the skies for protection against any lower energies being able to slip through those shields. However, that being said, there are also, this planet is not free from lower energy, lower vibration, and the darkness. It still exists. I see 444 on the timer. It still exists out there, within and around. And this is not a, this is just a caution, just to be aware of stuff like trickster energy. It's not like we're not talking about, you know, some demonic force is going to come possess you. We're not talking about that, okay? Because everybody here is a bringer of the light. Everybody knows how to work with their own energy, how to protect their energy, how to pray for help. Everyone has guides who support you. But there's just these little like sniggly type of energies that are looking for that trap door so that they can come in and like just try to rile you up. Plus the fact that it's a super full moon this week. So everything that riles you up, everything that's in your energy field, that's a lesson you need to work on, that's something that's bothering you, is going to be amplified times 10, they're saying, because of this full moon energy. So that means you've got werewolf syndrome, you know, magnified, of people acting, you know, people who aren't aware and aren't awake, acting crazy. I see 555 on the timer. So your guides, your angels are around you, but just do a little bit of extra energy work this week for protection of the grids around where you are, protection around your home, your temple, your sacred space, the sacred land around where you live, and of your own personal self. That includes my bringers of the light who do astral travel, who do work with dark forces, knowingly work with them. Just pay attention, because there's extra caution around those type of energies being able to attach like Velcro, and for you to bring those back with you. And then you could be in this space of like feeling kind of out of sorts or kind of weird, or like we could have some disincarnate energies trying to, yes, big chills, trying to attach themselves. And when that happens, we get things like you know, I'm not a drinker, but I don't know, all of a sudden I just really feel like going to a bar and like throwing some down. And that came up in the energy story. There was some Glenfiddich reference. It was very interesting. So just pay attention. It's not a reason to be scared. It's a reason to stand strong in your power. Know your guides are here to help you. It's nothing, you know, out of the ordinary. Stand for the light. Know that you are being protected, but just pay attention. Pay attention to they just keep saying like sniggles, like and stop and smell the flowers. That just came up on my notifications. I love I love Katie with Weather Shaman ASMR, and her little thing, just her little notification just said stop and smell the flowers. Just pay attention to sniggles, like little, you know, like sassy kind of elemental energy that could also be like trickster energy around you, like maybe moving things around, like I thought that was there, now it's over there. It's a time for those type of energies to come out and play a little bit, especially this time of the year. We're going in the northern hemisphere, into the darker part of the year, and I can tell I'm going to bring in some new decks for the fall season that I ordered yesterday, and I can tell by those decks, I'm like, oh my God, you guys, the energy, the elemental energy we're going to be playing with in the fall is very interesting. That's all I can say right now. So I pulled 3 cards as I was chatting. We've got the King of Swords. That's about you standing strong in your power. Don't let this stuff get to you, okay? It's just out there. It does exist. It's no reason to freak out, but it is just a reason to up your awareness. 4 of Swords is also showing up in the cards, because this whole Lionsgate portal, this whole super full moon energy is just a very ethereal, interesting thing happening. And I think it's happening because of this new light coming in that we have not seen before, right? We have to assimilate and integrate all of that. And if there's a lot of new light codes and stuff that we are not, we haven't felt before, it's just going to give the energy like this wavy, dreamy, interesting quality. If you stay up in the higher worlds in your vibration, it's going to feel fantastic. Like you are going to ride on some amazing waves of light and flow and energy, love, and manifestation, and good health, and good karma, and fun, and all that. But if you are down here in the lower vibrational state, you're going to feel the opposite side of that, like this, with this 9 of Swords. You're going to feel like this. So just pay attention. If you feel yourself starting to get a little bit off course, it happened to me this morning. And I was, it sometimes happens through our familiars, like the lessons we need to learn. And my dog was just acting a little weird. And I had to ask her, like, and I see 1001. I had to ask her, like, what is going on here? What are you trying to show me? And she was just trying to show me, like, to stay in my power. We've got the Vision Quest Tarot. I want to pull one of these. This always has some nice messages for us. Kind of some elders, love, Mother of Earth. I think this is Queen of Pentacles. Let's see what this says. Caring. It is essential that you tune into your body right now and listen to what it needs. We've gotten this card before. By taking better care of yourself, you strengthen your entire network of connections and relations. Begin by being very kind to yourself. Then the circle of giving and taking will at last become complete. Then there is harmony all around, and you will feel the added strength you sorely need to fulfill your worldly responsibilities. With this, it just is an addendum to what I've already said. If you're tired, if you're hungry, those are some big ones for me. If I'm tired or I'm hungry, then my energy levels drop and my guard kind of goes down a little bit and I can get very irritated. And then once I get irritated, that opens the door for the lower vibes to just be like, hey, go over there. So pay attention to your energy. Rest when you need to rest, eat when you need to eat. If you need to eat more, eat more. If you feel like you need to eat something weird that you don't typically eat all the time, like you need extra protein, you need to eat eggs and you don't eat eggs, just let yourself have a few of those things right now. Let your physical body assimilate and integrate what's going on. And then in like 3 or 4 days, all of that will clear. You will have integrated those energies and you will be able to just go back to your normal routine there. So don't chastise yourself if you need to have my body doesn't like dairy and it doesn't like meat, but sometimes it wants dairy and it wants meat. And so rather than just have this like dichotomy of like resisting and desiring and all this and devil, I just let myself have a few things for a couple of days. I don't freak out about it. And then I just move back to my regular routine after the fact. Just pay attention to the after the fact though, that it doesn't linger on, because I have done that too. Like, whoa, it's still 3 weeks and I'm still eating dairy and meat. Whoops, problem there. That's too acidic of an environment for my physical vessel. All right, I've got the Flower Therapy cards by Robert Reeves. Anything else our friends need to know about the week ahead? It's the same thing. Cleanse your energy. We just talked about that with African Violet. Become the true you. We've gotten this card before too. Show the world who you really are and what you were born to do. This is what this energy is bringing in, more of those ascension vibes. This cleanse your energy says when you release negativity, the answer to your question shines through. And of course it does. When your mind and your body and your aura is clear, then all the answers become clear. And if you don't know what to do, then the best guidance there is to do nothing. Sit down for a moment, clear your mind, just sit very still. Ask the question, what you need to do next or what you need to know, and let the answer come to you, okay? I'm gonna pull a couple of bottle caps from all of my bottle caps collection. We've got Pearl XXX, the gem of fine beer. Pearl to me is like your higher chakras. Coors Light, born in the Rockies. This, when I see this bottle cap, it reminds me of the pyramids, which we just talked about, Lionsgate, the pyramids of Giza. And taste matters. Taste matters. Let yourself enjoy life too. That's another one. Like, you know, like cheese is my weakness. And if I can let myself have some dairy and have some fun for a day, then so be it. So that's kind of like, let yourself enjoy life. All right, friends. So that is all we have for you this week. We love you very much, and we will see you all again soon. Take care.